Welcome to round number 1 of this championship series between Vortix and DeMuslim. This is part of that $20,000 SteelSeries Prime Cup, and these players have fought very, very hard to get to this position, and very excited to see what they do here in this matchup. Now, this is the first best of 7. Up to here, they've had in the last few series best of 3s. So you'll be seeing just about every civilization. The only ones that have been banned, both players have banned Mongols. So no Mongols in this championship. Now, this first game, Vortix has selected Rus, and DeMuslim is playing the Abbasid Dynasty. Now, I casted a series earlier, which you can go back and check out on the YouTube, where Viper played this matchup as Abbasid, and he was able to win. It was absolutely crazy, and so maybe DeMuslim's onto something. Is Abbasid the true counter to the Rus? We will find out here. Now, some things to note about this matchup. Typically, you've got Rus players going for all the hunts, right? He's going out here, he's picking up all of the deer, all the wolves, all that stuff. But they typically are going to go for these professional scouts, right? They're going to come try to snipe your hunts, and you want to try to protect them. But it's not the end of the world when you're Abbasid, because you have that berry gathering bonus. They gather berries just as fast as others gather hunts, and you can't steal a berry bush, to my understanding. Now, his berry bushes are a little bit spread out, so that is something to note. Some walls might help his situation here, but this will that's just something to think about when you have this matchup. We also have, when Abbasid, if they can make it to age 4, they've got the composite bow upgrade that they can get that makes their archers fire, I believe it's 25% faster. So that's obviously going to be going up against Vortix, likely making a ton of horse archers. So we will see how that goes. And let's see what statue has been selected by these championship players. I believe that is the wolf there for Vortix. Vortix has equipped the wolf, and DeMuslim has, well, we have archers with some, what are those called? Palings. So he is ready with his archers. He's going to be ready for this matchup. He's got his house wisdom down, ready to go. Likely going to be going up with that economic wing. And I'm excited. We just asked Twitch chat, who do you think would win? Who will go all the way? And chat unanimously agreed. They thought that DeMuslim will take this championship. We'll have to see if they are right, or if they're all just a bunch of fanboys. Maybe Vortix can do it. We'll have to see. Okay, so that age up in queue now for Vortix. As we always mention, the Rus, they don't need to gather any gold to age up because they are getting that bounty. Let's check out in on that bounty. He's already at tier 2 bounty. Now, this is an interesting comparison, right? That gives him plus 10% villager food harvest rate, and hunting cabins generate gold every 24 seconds. So 10% already. He's already at that bounty in the Dark Age. For the Abbasid, they can go for their golden ages. They're trying to get that 10% bonus for that tier 1, but they won't be getting that till like mid feudal age. So a very interesting comparison there of these civ bonuses. And you can see as he adds buildings, he can get tier 2 and tier 3 bounties. Tier 3 is pretty hard to get, but tier 2 usually that you'll get to eventually. So DeMuslim opening up here, he's gone with some stone. It's very common for Abbasid to go for 2 town center build. Particularly with Rus players are usually pretty distracted, going around getting all of these hunts with their professional scouts, that you have the room to get it off. But we don't know. Vortix could do something different. You know, expect the unexpected here is what I would say. But maybe not with Rus. It's just such a strong build order. You know, I don't think we'll see anything crazy. So, of course, DeMuslim's out here. He's trying to deny these hunts, just to deny them from Vortix, getting the gold bounty. I hear that that Twitch chat is well equipped with their alcoholic beverage of choice. So good to hear you're enjoying this championship series in style. I have to stick to my water right now because I've been casting like 8 hours yesterday. We're on hour 4 right now, and I've been gigging all weekend. So you know I'd have some bourbon here, but we gotta stay hydrated. Hydrate or dihydrate, you know. Okay, so Vortix here has reached the 2nd age, and I'm assuming professional scouts, yep, is just about in already, which will allow him to pick up these deer and bring them home. Things to note, these cost 350 food a piece. Now, I do believe in the Viper series where he played Abbasid, he had built some walls already, and he had a few spears out here to try to stop him from taking all of the food, or at least harass the scouts. But it doesn't look like DeMuslim's going to make any attempt to really stop the scouts from what I'm seeing here. Oh, look at the stone. Look at the stone. He is just shy of what he needs, but I guess he's going to let that last villager get the 6. He'll let that last. There we go. He's going to pull that now. All the villagers go into wood. So working on getting that second town center up. He needs 400 wood to get that second town center down. Okay, grabbing a wolf there. We do see a stable, so perhaps some early knights, but likely just some more scouts. We'll see. We'll see what we're going to see there. Okay, and he drops that, man, he drops that town center right on drop. I was like, will he try to go for like down here or something? No, he dropped it right on top there. So maximizing that, you know, the defense there of these town centers. We'll see how this goes. You have a mill coming down. Now, for the Abbasid, when they build their mills on berries, it actually makes them contain 500 food. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'll let you do the math there. That's how much food they're going to have there. This is compared to these hunts, which have, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 apiece, and each of those have 350 food. And he's going to bring those right back and put them underneath his town center. Now, we have seen great heists where players will run in with their scouts and grab these from underneath the town center. But I'm not sure if we're going to see that out of DeMuslim. We would need to see a stable, certainly, if that was going to happen. But it's doubtful. So 2 town centers are down. He has not reached that golden age yet. Not yet. Not yet. No military buildings. So he's just going to let, I guess, Vortix take all this food. And Vortix should be pretty happy about that. What's he training there? More scouts? Oh, a knight. So he's going to make a knight. He's probably going to come and try to harass this front line. So that's an early knight for the Rus. It could do some damage, but most of these villagers are pretty secure. So we'll see if he gets any value out of that knight. Here he comes. We'll follow that guy. Let's see what he's able to do. Actually, before we do that, let's see. What's that? Blacksmith. Going with the blacksmith already. Wonder what upgrade he's going to target here first. Okay, here comes that knight. Building wall around the deer is what Vortix is doing. Yeah, that's exactly what he's doing. Because, yeah, good luck running in here and stealing those. By the way, golden tier just now activated. So now Abbasid get that 10% gather bonus. Whereas, of course, DeMuslim's already, or Vortix has already had that for a while. Okay, in comes this knight. What's he able to see? 2 knights. Gonna go harass these berry villagers. Will they get any of them? Let's see here. Spearman coming out. Just 1. Is that an upgrade spearman? Nope, has not upgraded spearman yet. And they will just take that spearman out. But there are 2 of them. And those knights will have no problem with that. Now, DeMuslim might be caught off guard. Sometimes Rus players just literally do nothing in the second age. So this might be a bit of a surprise, but he did have some spearmen waiting for them, and he's only lost 1 spearman at the moment. Not a big deal, but let's see how this goes here. Getting the upgrade in right now. Will a villager go down? Yes, look at that. With the charge, he was able to take off 1 villager. So a nice little pickup there. DeMuslim is ahead on villagers, but you know, every villager counts if you can pick one off. So what is this? More stables. 2 stables. Man, I really am starting to wonder if Vortix is going to make a lot of knights. And it might be kind of unexpected. You're expecting to see mass horse archers. We might see a lot of knights. Or maybe it'll just be more scouts. Maybe it's just for scouts. We don't know. But he can make the hunting cabins for those, to be honest. Was it DeMuslim who did the great deer heist yesterday? It might have been. I honestly can't. I've casted so many games in the last 24 hours. They all start to run together to me. Okay, so he has a sizable amount of spearmen now. These are enough to hold off these knights. You know, honestly, this might be forcing DeMuslim to invest in this, where otherwise he could be going for, you know, aging up, going for a 3rd town center. Oh my gosh, look, he still picks off a villager. Even with all these spearmen here, still lose a villager. That's the power of having knights in the second age. Building some wall segments, this will certainly help with the raiding. He says enough of that, but he has lost 2 villagers. So some good value. He'll probably, man, look at this. Just like the micro Vortix. He's not going to lose. Where some players might have sat there and just fought, he's going to keep this early knight away. Watch him bring him back and heal him. Now he's up to the 3rd age. Abby the Trinity down. Obviously, some warrior monks going to be coming out. You almost got me, Twitch chat. Almost got me. Not today. They said I have to do 20 push-ups if I call him a warrior priest. And he's going to start gathering that he can get the sacred sites, he can get up to 5 relics, and just start churning out that gold income. But for DeMuslim, I would assume that the strategy should be he's trying to make it to the late game. If he can get Just keep booming away. He has more villagers. And if he can get the composite bow in the 4th age, that's what's really good against these horse archers. But we do see 2 stables, so I wonder if we'll see anything trained out of that. Just a few spearmen out. Well, wouldn't it be nice if the spearmen could pick up a few of these scouts, but I don't think they will. I think they're just going to run on by. Yep. So he's walled his flanks off first, kind of funneling his enemy towards the front. And probably going to continue to build a few more wall segments there. Now, by the way, he does have fresh food stuff, so these villagers only cost 25 food apiece. That's a unique upgrade you get here with the economic wing for the Abbasid Dynasty. Scouts running around, just bringing back all the food. Look at all... Oh my gosh. Food for days. If you guys like deer, you would love being a member of Vortix's villager army. Okay, so now Vortix has these horsemen, or horse archer rather, and horse archer, I mean, they're going to pick off villagers, spearmen, whatever they want, and just kite. I mean, they can kite forever. I mean, such a crazy fire rate, and with their speed. Nope, they did take some shots from some spearmen there. Surprising. But yeah, these spearmen aren't really going to do a whole lot. They can try to act scary, but Vortix could be pretty happy to kite these for a long time. He's going to need archers. Do we have any archer ranges? 1, 2 archer ranges now. He's going to need more than that, but that's a good start. So DeMuslim's working. He needs to get to the 3rd age. He currently is aging up with the culture wing, which will unlock the ability to get the preservation of knowledge upgrade, which makes all of the cost of tech minus 30%. You can also get to the medical centers, which heals nearby units for +2 health every 1 second. Is Phalanx researched? It is not yet. This would increase the range of the spearmen. He has not researched that quite yet. So we'll see what he does as he hits the next age. Now, here's my real question. He hasn't secured these berry bushes. And this is what's really concerning for me. He's out of sheep. He's about to finish this last berry bush. In the Viper series we watched where he's playing Abbasid against Rus, he had all of this walled in. And you see there's 2 knights waiting there. I mean, he's going to have to work to get his food. And this could be a major problem for him. Is he looking to move to farms? Quite possibly. So nervous about this. I think he wants to be, I think ideally should be on berries right now. And he's being pushed off of it. I don't know if he knows those knights are out there or is he just too afraid to go out those berry bushes, which can't blame him with the horse archers running about. Meanwhile, we have 4 relics already for the warrior monks. I mean, so that's 100 gold apiece. So this is 400 gold. I'm assuming he's going to get all 5 of these. That's 500 gold per minute. And he can get all 3 sacred sites. Each of those is worth 100. So he can get up to 6, 7, 800 gold of free gold per minute by capturing all the sacred sites and having all 5 relics, which he's certainly going to probably grab. Okay, so we've got DeMuslim hitting age 3 right now. Let's see, does he go for the preservation of knowledge? I did not see Viper do this in his series. And as of right now, it doesn't look like DeMuslim. I think if you're going to do it, you should do it right away since you're like, you're spending your resource. Now look at this. We do have a camel archer. I don't think we've seen any camel archers today. So this camel archer will be used to give bonus damage. They do bonus damage first spearman, causes enemy cav to deal less damage. I guess that would apply to the horse archer? Maybe? I'm not sure. That's considered, if that necessarily works like that. We'll have to see. We don't see a ton of Abbasid, so... Going for plenty more archers, most certainly. So not going for any of these upgrades yet. Yeah, I'm not sure if the horse archer counts as enemy cav. Horse cavalry units to deal 20% less damage. I mean, this is a horse cavalry unit, right? Light ranged cavalry. Maybe it's considered different. I'm trying to look at the tags here. Sometimes it's unclear. I think technically it will. It applies to horse archer, but you have to be close enough and horse archers melt them. Yeah, that's the real thing. Yeah. While it does apply, they gotta be alive. 3rd townsend are coming down for DeMuslim. So big boomer over a big boomer. Also trying to deny the sacred site with the scout for now. But look at this horse archer. The scariest thing about the horse archer mass is the scouts. The scouts just tank so much damage, and they've got torch damage. Also has some knights in there, so they're gonna tank so much. And man, DeMuslim better start massing an army quickly or he's going to be in some trouble. At least he has these walls up. This is exactly what he needed. Like, this is really, really crucial. He was able to get that up. So he's able to gather these berries. You can see each of these berries with that mill have 500 food. So he did not have to go to farming. a very smart move going for that third town center, and he continues villager boom. Currently 73 villagers for DeMuslim versus the 49 of Vortix, but you got to account for this 800 gold worth of generation. Now, the Sacred Site countdown has started. I didn't see... Oh, no, it's about to start. So this takes 10 minutes to win with Sacred Victory. Let's see exactly when he gets this. We'll look at the timer because it's good to know because it doesn't show it on the UI. Any minute. Look at this. See the scouts. There we go. So at 25 minutes and 20 seconds, Sacred Victory will be achieved if the Muslim isn't able to stop it. 25 minutes. But look at this. Scouts moving in. We got a big mass here. And honestly, you know what? The Muslim needs to have pikemen, spearmen in here on this front line. He does not. And these archers, even though these are just a bunch of scouts, they're going to be in here tanking, bothering these archers. I'm sure he's trying to micro, but he's kind of caught off guard here. He needed, I mean, even like 10 spearmen could have helped, and he's losing villagers at the same time. I feel like the Muslim, he also could have like tried to finish this wall, but didn't. And right now, Vortix just pushing in with this cav mass and cleaning up the Muslim's army, picking a few villagers as he goes. And this is certainly a really bad spot for the Muslim to be in. But he ain't out for the count yet. Town centers are doing plenty of damage against those horse archers. But if they're shooting at scouts, those are supposed to be tanking. Losing some villagers right now. Let's look at the villager count. Still up. He's got 77. Now, if he goes up here, that could be some bad news. Uh-oh. 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 Run for your lives. They're shooting everyone out here. Run! Oh, my. Oh, my. Wait, did he get the additional HP for these guys? Yes, he did. 75 HP. Love it. Smart move, in my opinion. Okay, so arrows dealing out damage. That was huge value for Vortix. Okay. You know, I don't know why he didn't wall the front end. I mean, he would have came in anyways. I guess it forces him to move. I don't know. Like some spearmen. Like there's one thing you can try to like funnel your enemy in. I don't know why he didn't have like a bunch of spearmen in there to help tank. Spearmen and man-arms would have been nice. But okay, that was it. That looked like a devastating raid, guys, right? He lost his whole army, lost some villagers. You would think that'd be it, but he still has plenty of villagers, so it's not panic state yet, and he still has his military. Honestly, the biggest thing, look at the resd DeMuslim sitting on. He needs to put down another archery range, I think. He's trying to get the wood he needs to keep archer protection. Currently 42 vills on food. I think he wants to age up. He knows he has to get to the 4th age. I think he knows it. This is the tech you need. Composite bows, which reduces the reload time of archers. Oh, did he get the technology? He did. Getting the cheaper tech, so he can get those cheaper tech upgrades. You can see here at the blacksmith. Look how cheap these are. This is going to be really helpful. So if he can just survive late game. But one thing he does have to do, he has to stop the Sacred Victory. About 25 minutes that will happen. So something to consider. Could be a big part. He has now chopped through that wall, throwing down a few farms, 3 town centers, doing just fine as far as villagers, but he needs to contest these sacred sites, and that's a lot of free gold for Vortix. I mean, Vortix, look at it, sitting on about 2k gold right now. We do have horse archers coming up and idling his wood line, leaving this wood line. Oh my gosh. This is his only wood line he has under his control. This could be a big problem if Vortix just sits here right now. Because DeMuslim really doesn't have a whole lot. He's got a few archers, I guess. And they are sieging that wall very quickly with scouts, dealing out that torch damage. You hear the screams of villagers as they're slaughtered by the horse archers out in the field. Is DeMuslim aging yet? He's got a lot of gold, not aging yet. He needs a lot of food, which he's being idled off of right now. That's why he had, I mean, look at all these villagers. He had like 30 villagers on these berry bushes, and he's now idled off of this. How's he going to achieve his age up? And not to mention, how's he going to stop this? Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. So I'm a little nervous for DeMuslim right now. Vortix is looking very, very comfortable. Honestly, if he put down some towers or some keeps on these sacred sites, it could just secure his victory via Sacred Victory. Trying to move out right now. The hardest thing about the camel archers is when you put them in a block, they stand on the front line, and they're really a support unit. You wish they would stand on the back line. I think would be more helpful. But that happens, and that's how they get sniped so easily, and they're giant units. It's super easy to pick off. Oh boy. Okay, so in here in this battle, trying to stay alive here. The Muslim's got a lot of archers here, so might do pretty good. Let's look at the text. He does have a few of his upgrades in. You can see those camels instantly being melted, so any buff that they were dealing out will be going away. And a lot of these horse archers right now. And you can see they also have the Saint's Blade, that blessing from the Warrior Monk, so they're receiving +2 damage. So just really dealing it out. What was that? Was that a Springald Tower? Was that an actual Springald? I think it was just a tower. Yeah, it's that tower. Okay, so again, I think Vortix is, or DeMuslim is losing a lot of archers, and now coming down to the village line. Oh my gosh, look at this! 73. Woo! The game is lagging when I select all of those. 73 villagers right now for DeMuslim, and we have horse archers just slaughtering them. Look at them across the battlefield. They're just, oh my gosh. Red villagers all over. You see red on the floor. Red on the floor, down they go. Oh my gosh. And more horse archers coming in. And DeMuslim taps out. Wasn't able to hold on to the Roost. A respectable game. Roost is extremely hard to deal with. And it does look like Vortix is going to be starting this best of 7 up on game 1. It'll be 1-0 in favor of Vortix in the SteelSeries Prime Cup. Let's just check out the economic stats real quick. You can see here, DeMuslim was doing good on woodstone, was way behind in gold and food. And honestly, the idling off those berry bushes, I felt was just like the nail in the coffin. He needed to secure those berries. Maybe some towers could have helped him, maybe some additional walling, but just wasn't able to get it done against one of the strongest strategies in the game with the Roost. So at least he got it out of the way game 1. And we'll be following the rest of the SteelSeries series. Anyways, thank you so much for watching, and I'll catch you in game number 2.